is making the
Super the championship.
Superdome is making the playoffs, is it not?
No. Champions.
We talk about top of the
Superdome. And I don't know.
Is making the playoffs. It is making.
Yo, and yo. What is going on, guys? You already know what time it is. It is Who Knows Best featuring your boy, GJ, and my A to the G. We're coming at you live. AG is popping in right now. He's doing a couple of extra stuff, but you know the vibes. You heard him.
Yeah, you know.
What's good, AG? How you doing today?
Man, listen.
One of those crazy days, right?
The amount of shit that popped off today in the NFL, man, I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
What?
Right.
No, the crazy thing is, the free agency actually has not begun yet. Like, if you want to be technical, nobody can sign anything until the 12th.
Okay.
But these niggas is going crazy.
Niggas
is fucking going crazy.
Yo, talk to him. Let him know what time it is.
Yo, it's so crazy that, like, literally, fucking Milton Williams was reportedly about to sign to the Panthers, and it hit the swerve on them niggas. It was like, nah, I'm gonna go to the Patriots. Fuck it, like, because that's how literally that's how it is right now. Like, nothing is legal until the 12th. So technically,
right.
These players, okay, I'm a switch.
Yeah, I mean, they could do that. I mean, according to what I've been seeing, they can just do that now. Like, that's just something they can do. But that being said, let's jump into it. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's talk about the NFL. Let's talk about the trades that have been surrounding the NFL. A lot of things happened just today. In the NFL. Sam Darnold got a huge contract. Aaron Jones re-signed.
Yeah, what you think they could make a new award in the NFL? Like,
for what? What's that award?
Like, whatever is the opposite of comeback player of the year, make that shit for Sam Darnold, because this, I promise you, he's gonna be fucking dirt next year. I promise you.
Hey, it would be fun to see. I mean, he did kind of, like, if we go back to the season and we go over what the Minnesota Vikings accomplished and how much they won, and whatever the case may be, I attribute a lot of that to the defensive side of the ball, to be honest with you. My opinion, I'm just saying. That's just what I think, though. That's just what I think. What do you think when it comes to, like, Sam Darnold? No, you're good.
Oh, yeah, that, like, I mean, he balled out, but the defense definitely bailed him out a lot of times. And
right.
He's literally, like, I get it, chase the bag, but at the end of the day, who you throwing the ball to? Like,
who are you throwing the ball to? I mean, that remains the very, very important question.
And then on the other hand, with Seattle, I'm like, what are you doing? Because you basically threw away everybody,
right?
And then paid mad money for a QB. I thought you were just gonna tank, unless you're paying mad money for a QB. Just try to hide the fact that you're about to tank, because you know Sam Darnold's about to be ass. Because there's no way you bring in a QB that you think is gonna be good, but then get rid of all the weapons. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think. What do you think? I think the biggest surprise over the weekend would be the DK Metcalf to the Steelers. What do you think was your biggest surprise in all the moves that surrounded the NFL trades and the re-signing and the signings to the new team? Because they all made agreements, just like you said, nothing can become official for the next 2 days. So what do you think was your biggest surprise? What do you think was like one of the biggest moves? I mean, you saw Josh Allen just re-signed a huge contract,
They gave
as you
that
see
boy
on the
the
bottom of the screen.
bag.
Yeah, he caught a bat. He deserves it though. Jimmy Garoppolo
I
re-signed
mean,
with the Rams as the backup. Chris Godwin,
so
all that stuff.
Josh Allen is my boy, right? I
Yeah,
fucks with Josh Allen.
yeah,
But now when you say he deserves it, right? Like, because
right,
yeah, he won MVP, right?
right.
But
I mean, yeah, he's the MVP. I mean, why not? He's the
but
highest paid. I mean, it's a historic contract, highest paid NFL player
but
in
my
history.
question is the goal to win an MVP or a championship?
Definitely a championship. Definitely a
So
championship.
I mean, is he really worth all that money? I mean, let me stop fucking with him. I fuck with Josh Allen.
You got to give him his
My boy.
respect
That's
when
my
respect
boy.
is due.
I gotta troll a little bit, but but I mean, congrats to Josh Allen for getting that bag. But they gotta do something, man. They gotta get more weapons there. Josh Allen gotta win. Now you got paid, you gotta win. You saw how Jalen Hurts got paid. What he did, he won a fucking Super Bowl. Like,
He
I
won.
mean, Josh Allen's not gonna win a Super Bowl next year because the Eagles are gonna win another one. But
Right.
I was pretty shocked about DK Metcalf, but not going to the Steelers because we already knew he was like going to be gone. Like, I thought he was going to go to the Patriots.
Myles Garrett, even though he re-signed, is that
was probably that I think was the most shocking thing for me. For Myles Garrett to say he wants to win and then go ahead and re-sign. I mean, he got the bag.
He did get the bag. He did.
The NFL is just throwing money like they in the strip club. Bang, 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 just wilding out. Like, they just throwing money out here, yo. Like, throwing money. But, I do want to say, I like what the Texans has done a little bit.
The Texans are moving. They're moving now.
The Texans, they made a trade for Christian Kirk. I like that in their wide receiver room, and then they also signed another wide receiver too today, I believe. Hold on, and I think one of the most things I was surprised about is like, what the fuck is the Jaguars doing? Because now you're just wasting Trevor Lawrence's window. You cut Christian Kirk, you cut Evan Ingram, which is his favorite target, his highest target. I mean, yeah, you still got Brian Thomas and all that, but that's it. You got Brian Thomas. That's it. So it's like you loaded up last year to then come back this year to do nothing. Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. So that shocked me. That shocked me a lot. I see you put down there Joey Bosa got released. He's reportedly going to be signing with his brother in the 49ers. Both of them
That
could
could
get
be interesting.
yeah, I mean, interesting for what? I mean, now they're just gonna be in the same hospital, in the same room. That's it. Them niggas is always hurt. Them niggas is always hurt. They might get hurt on the same play. Can we put that ticket in? Can we put that ticket in?
Can we put that ticket in?
The Bosa brothers get injured the same game. Can we? Is there a prop bet for that?
Dude.
Is there a prop bet for that? Because I would throw that shit right now if there's a prop bet for that. The Bosa's brothers getting hurt the same day. Like, they gonna be on the same cart. They're gonna go to the same hospital. Fucking burgers. They're burgers.
Yo, let me put a pause on this real quick. I don't want to interrupt you because we're starting off strong. Let me go ahead and say, hey, guys, everybody that is tuning in, as the audience rolls in, please visit our YouTube page. It is Who Knows Best, the pod on YouTube. Please join the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, obviously, but please join the chat. We will answer questions. We will shout you out. If you're on Facebook, do the same. Join the chat, like the posts, follow our Who Knows Best the Pod page on Facebook. Like we said, we will answer questions and we will shout you out near the end of the episode. So please, guys, that would be amazing. But let's jump back into the topics. Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold, the Seahawks, who knows what's going to happen? Zach Ertz obviously believes that they have a winning. They're going to have a potential winner out there in Washington, especially after adding. Who did they add? Who did Washington add to the wide receiver core?
Washington got Debo.
Yep.
Washington got Debo. I mean, They lost De'Ami Brown. They got Debo. I mean, I'm not. I mean, Debo doesn't move the chains for me. Like Debo doesn't make me be like, oh shit, the Commanders are scary now. So I'm not too terrified about Debo. Like if Tyreek Hill would have went to the Commanders, I would have been like, oh shit, hold on now, hold on now. One of the other shocking things, well, actually, the most shocking thing was Darius Slay leaving to the Steelers. That I mean, uh, Howie, come on,
Damn.
Howie. Let's fix that before the 12th. Let's turn that shit around.
Let's fix
Turn
that
that shit
before the
around
12.
before the 12th. I mean, I mean, I'm glad he didn't go to Detroit. I'm glad he didn't go to Detroit, but Pittsburgh, like Darius
Yeah,
Slay, you wanna end your career in Pittsburgh for what?
right,
For what?
right. No, I
I
hear
mean,
you.
Pittsburgh is arguably the most aggressive team right now. I would say between Pittsburgh, the Patriots have been really aggressive on defense so far. They signed Harold Landry. They got Milton Williams. So they've been really aggressive. The Rams got Devontae Adams. I mean, I personally feel like Devontae Adams was way overpaid.
Mhm.
That's just my opinion. What do you think? You think
Devontae Adams,
Pittsburgh
I
got
think
that?
he's near the end. When it comes to Devontae Adams, I think like he's on the back end of his career. I think that he lived his best. I think he had his best years when he was in Green Bay with a prime Aaron
Facts.
Rodgers. I don't think he's gonna. Depending on what the Raiders do from this point moving forward, the Rams do from this point moving forward, it's going to determine on how I feel about it. I mean, obviously Matthew Stafford coming back is huge. Having a legitimate backup in Jimmy G is huge. Nakua, that package is out there. They need to stay healthy though. Staying healthy is key, and
That's
it's
the
gonna it's
thing.
gonna it's
They
gonna
paid a
matter.
lot of money for another wide receiver who also can't stay on the field. So
Right.
essentially, you swapped out one for another because they're definitely not going to keep Cup. So it's just like you swapped out one for another, and to be complete honest, when both on the field healthy, as of right now, I might take Cup over him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe. It's just. I'm. Mm, I think I would though. Would you take Cup over Devontae right now? Healthy?
Healthy, absolutely, but that's not
Okay.
the question. The question is the fact that not the question. Excuse me. That's not the problem. The problem is that Cup is injury prone. Devontae Adams is up in age. I haven't even seen a decent year out of Devontae Adams in how long? You know what I'm saying? Like even when he was with the Raiders a couple of years ago, it wasn't something that I was impressed with when it comes to his production. Obviously, the Raiders have their own issues at quarterback and their own issues and with their personnel in general. So, like I said, it all depends on whether or not the team is healthy. It's going to determine how successful they are. They're also in a very strong conference in the NFC, which is going to hurt them as well. Like you said, the defending champion Eagles are going to be back. Who knows? The Detroit Lions, I expect them to be back. Minnesota blew up their team. So,
Detroit
Aaron Jones
upgraded too.
resigned.
Detroit upgraded too.
Yeah.
They got DJ Reader at corner. That was pretty big for
Mm-hmm.
Detroit. I'm not gonna lie, that
Mm-hmm.
that kind of made me move the needle a little bit when I saw that. I was like, okay, all
Mm-hmm.
right, all right, all right. Still can't guard AJ, but it's cool. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this shit is crazy, and we're not even technically, like I said, we're not even at the actual free agency, the start of free agency. We haven't made it to the draft yet. Like this shit is absurd. This shit is absurd. Like all of these trades are like I can't believe Seattle's like just throwing away their team. Like that shit just doesn't make any sense to me. But I like that Gino is now with the Raiders with Pete, so he stays with his coach. So I like
Yeah.
that move. I mean, does it really move the needle for the Raiders? I'm
No,
not too
I don't
sure.
think so.
Sure.
I
I'm
think
not
they have another year. I think they're in rebuilding mode. I think Geno Smith is just a piece to plug into the puzzle for the time being. I think they're gonna
and
I think this is gonna be a rebuilding year and they're gonna
And
pretty
and then when
much
you look at all of this too, like if you look at
tank.
all of this, like look at all the teams that got a QB already. which were all teams that could have drafted a QB or that could have drafted a QB this year. Like the Jets,
Right.
people thought they were gonna draft a QB. The Raiders, people thought that they was gonna draft a QB. Like now it really makes you start to think what's really gonna happen with the draft. I think it also shows that a lot of personnel are not high on this QB draft class, which I'm not in at all in general. I'm not really a fan of this draft class. I think next year's draft class is gonna be good. But there's still teams with high picks that need a QB. Like the Giants haven't signed a QB yet. Will they draft a QB now since technically no one's really available now?
Right.
I always thought, and I think I said this on the yeah, I actually said it to your son. I said Giants are gonna sign Russ and then wait for Arthur next year. So
You did.
I think that's still gonna happen. I think that could still happen. Because Russ is
because they won't draft a black QB.
Yeah, they're not gonna draft a black QB, not at all. Yeah, they're not gonna draft.
That's another conversation.
Yeah. They're not gonna draft a black QB. But who knows? But who knows? Who knows if they're gonna draft a QB? I mean, I'm clearly not gonna draft a black QB. So will they draft Jackson Dart, or will they go with Russell Wilson, signing Russell Wilson? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, man, it's oh my God, it's been a whirlwind, bro. It's been a whirlwind. I couldn't even keep up. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even keep up.
Well, the NFL draft will be what days the NFL draft is? April what? April
it might be April 12th. Let me check.
April 12th, something along that. Mid-April. Aaron's gonna check that right now. The NFL draft will be somewhere in the middle of April. We're gonna be obviously every Monday tuning back in with updates and what's going around the NFL. Very interesting weekend to say the least, with all the re-signs and the signings to new teams and the trades that happened. AG is one of those NFL guys who he stays locked in, and he will share on our pages, everything that will happen, and we'll keep up to date with that.
Yeah, and I'm fucking pissed with this new Bleacher Report shit. Like Bleacher Report, their update was fucking trash, and now I'm not getting notifications on Bleacher Report. I got to do extra fucking work now. Like this shit is pissing me off.
Yeah, Bleacher Report is one of those websites. But hey, listen, I do want to jump in, and I want to talk about the topic that everybody's been talking about. Give me 1 second. I want to talk about
the first. My fault. The first day of the NFL draft is April 24th. April 24th.
And there you go. Also late April, so it's more late April.
April is the first episode of the first day, which is really the main day that really matters. Thursday and Friday, day 1 and day 2. The real day that matters. I mean, you could find some gems in round 3, round 4, but you know the vibe. But let's get to it. What we about to? We have to switch gears. We have to switch gears at least a little bit. We got to talk about the craziness that happened over this weekend. I mean, let's talk about this drama. There's straight up drama going on in the NBA right now. I do want to talk. Let's just jump into it. Let's just do it. LeBron. Let's listen. LeBron confronted Stephen A. Smith during the Knicks game on what was it? That was last week at some point. LeBron confronted Stephen A. Smith. Before we do jump in that, I do want to stop right at the perfect time.
Let's bring it back in, because I'm gonna get their takes on this. But let's first introduce our special guest, our boy Crown Victorious. You already know what's happening.
Is he still a guest? Like I feel like
I wouldn't call him a guest, but he keeps popping up. So like I don't know.
I feel like if he was
we should give him a room in the house.
I feel like if he was in my crib, I wouldn't make the nigga a plate no more. Like the nigga's here every week.
I
would be like, yo, just go in the fridge, nigga. Like I'm not getting.
Yo, you mind if I get a cup of Kool-Aid? You good?
Yeah, just go get that shit. I'm not pouring it for you. Just go.
Yeah, cool. We're done with that. Just go. Just give him a key
family right here. We family, man.
We got a key to the castle. Yeah, exactly. Family. What's up, Vic? How's your day going, man?
Man, blessed, black, and highly favored, man. Real quick, I do want to say, man, oh man, it's been a struggling week. I had COVID. I took care of my lady while she had COVID. She gave it to me, and you know, I've been fighting for my life for 3 days. Monday came around just in time because I'm back, 100%. So we all good.
I'm absolutely happy to have you.
I think the COVID was dormant last week too, because now I know why you was bugging. You was sick.
Hey, actually, while we was recording, funny thing, while we were recording last week, my lady was right, like, there, like checking on her the whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you probably just gave me the COVID while I was on the show. Like, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I'm passing her stuff, not even thinking about it. Like, oh man.
Clean your mic, nigga. Clean your mic.
Yeah. Yo, listen. So let's jump into it. Vic jumped in at a perfect time. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about this. This is one of the biggest stories surrounding the NBA right now, and it has absolutely nothing to do with fucking basketball. LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith at the Knicks game last week. Obviously, we only do the show on Mondays. We're a little late on this topic, but we got to talk about it. It's only right. So let's do it. I'm going to just show you something that Legends posted. Legends NBA. If you don't know about them, now you do. Legends Productions on YouTube. Legends MB _NBA on Instagram. Professional lip reader. He has all the stuff that you want to hear when the NBA players are talking. So I'm gonna let y'all catch this clip before we move on. Listen in.
So as we all know, LeBron James got into it with Stephen A. Smith a few days ago. This all took place during the Knicks-Lakers game, and LeBron pretty much approached him mid-timeout to confront him about some comments that he made about Bronny. We've all seen the clips surfacing around, and even Stephen A. Smith himself talked about it on his podcast.
That wasn't a basketball player talking to me last night. That was a dad. He rolled up on me as a father. That was not a basketball player talking to me.
With that in mind, we finally got LeBron's side of the story, and I was able to capture some audio of him talking about it before the Celtics game. He was pretty much letting his former teammate Richard Jefferson know all about it, so without further ado, let's get into it.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. You're exposing your son like this?
While we were looking at the clip, our boy Kelly Rob joined the show. What's up, K Rob? How you doing, my brother?
What up?
I mean, Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never.
Buddies never. I like that.
That nigga Dr. Umar was wilding this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, what a fucking introduction. It's good to see you, K Rob.
My brother.
Hey, so listen, we just saw the clip. We saw what happened between LeBron and Stephen A. at that Knicks game in the middle of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. I want to start. Let's start with Crown Vic. We're gonna jump to AG, and then we're gonna go to Kelly Rob, and then I'm gonna say what I have to say, and I'm gonna let it ride. But
this was your topic.
Let's start with Eric, because let's
start with AG. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's start with AG.
Listen, I want to know your thoughts.
This was literally your top. Oh my, this nigga. This wasn't even my topic. Like, I personally.
But you can talk about it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Of course I can talk about it. I personally didn't give a fuck about this shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, on the day, I just feel like this was a tough guy acting. LeBron, who's always flopping on the court, and I've never seen him get tough with actually any.
He got you the fuck out of here.
I've never
AG,
seen
I heard
LeBron
you.
get tough with any NBA player. That's all I'm saying.
What?
And that's all I gotta say about this topic.
That's a
To
lie.
be honest, that's all I gotta say about this topic because I really don't care. This nigga LeBron pressed Stephen A. Smith for basically doing his job. That's basically what he did. Because
Nah.
it's Stephen A's job to talk shit and to critique and analyze players that are in the NBA. You brought your son into the NBA. Your son is in the NBA, or well, part time because he's in the G League most of the time. But you brought your son into the NBA. Stephen A. and everybody else is going to talk about him, and a whole bunch of other people have talked about Bronny
They're
too.
not talking about anybody else in the G League.
Everybody else has talked about Bronny too. So why are you confronting Stephen A?
He's
But
right there.
All
Why
right.
you standing right there?
All right. I heard you. Frown Vic, what you got?
Now, Stephen A. said that he wasn't talking to a basketball player. He was talking to a father. I agree and disagree in the same breath, okay? Because at that very moment, while he was looking up, he was talking to the king, all right? And when you're talking to the king, you talk about the king, anything connected to the king, you're going to show respect, all right?
God.
And that was a message for everybody. That's why he made sure all the cameras are for everybody.
I don't know.
Stop playing with my son, man.
Finish,
All right? It's one thing to critique somebody, the 55th pick in the draft, a G League. It's one thing to critique somebody, but sit there and be like, yo, you only scored 0.4 points in the NBA. You barely played. What are you talking about? He goes a little overboard. It's a little bit much. You're not talking about anybody else in the G League. I don't give a fuck who name it is. Huh? Oh, well, yeah, it's different, bro. So maybe next time when that camera cut on, he'll think twice when he talk about Prince James. Because King James ain't playing with nobody, man.
You're contradicting yourself right now.
How?
So LeBron is supposed to press everybody that talk bad about
No.
Bronny.
I told you.
Bronny ain't shit.
This is a game. All the cameras, everybody there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seen it just like you just seen it. This is what I want everybody to know. I'm going to use you as an example because you're standing right here. Stop playing with my boy, man. Or else.
Yo, that's so cool.
All right, before AG rebuttals, I do want to hear what Kelly Robb has to say. So Kelly Robb, what you
got? I think that this was simple. My man Stephen A. Smith went on a public platform and looked at the camera directly. Man had a one-on-one headshot and said, LeBron James, as a father. Like, once you do that, that means you talking to me personally. So that means that if I confront you personally in public, it shouldn't be an issue. You did the same thing.
There you go.
Now, you just were safe behind your little box. I just waited until I saw you in person. Don't worry about how I pull up. You started this whole conversation. You said, as a father, I want to address something to you. All right. Since you wanted to handle it like that, don't worry about how I belittle you or how you might feel or how whatever it is. You're supposed to take whatever comes behind that. If I was to come and have somebody slap you because you addressed me personally like that, you're supposed to take whatever comes with that. You can't just come to me all personal and expect nothing to come behind that. I think people get too safe behind all of this safety, celebrity, and they forget that, not everybody's cut the same, and people can get touched no matter how, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was very animated talking about Bronny. When King James stepped to him, he was very calm. Very calm.
He addressed me as a father. That was already after he had pressed him. That's one. Two.
No, but even before that, though.
LeBron don't do that shit.
He did it, though. He did it, though.
He did it. Analyst.
He did it.
He does that to NBA players.
He's done it.
He does that to NBA players.
He's done it. Ain't nobody fucking with no dog.
I think it's more so. I think it's more so like Stephen A. dumbass said. He said, "I have his number. I know Rich Paul. I know this, that, and the." All right. So if that's the case, don't get on Sports Center or whatever, the First Take or whatever the fuck you on, and go and say, "I need to address you as a father." If that's the case, then you should have texted me, bro. If you want to come at me like that, then don't worry about anything else. Simple as that.
I was trying to understand, and that was
you have a personal. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was not.
A lot of the stuff he said.
No. Hold up. AG. There's no way you're gonna come up here misinformed, bro. You're not just gonna come up here misinformed.
We literally just watched. That was the after he pressed him.
No.
That was after he pressed him.
No, you said a lot more before that.
No, that wasn't.
He just no, it was not. That man said
that sound bit was before.
Yes, he said, as a father, I want you to tell bro. He's basically trying to say, like, stop making Bron. Yes, that's the whole reason why this whole thing came about. That's why I say you just ripping and raving, bro. Like, I understand you don't like LeBron, but chill out a little bit. Just chill out. That's still your cousin.
I don't care about this shit.
If it was Kobe,
Just let you know.
This wasn't my topic. This was that topic. I didn't care about this shit.
It was a viral moment and we're gonna get to Charles Barkley, but it was a viral moment that happened before the weekend. But let me say what I have to say, and everybody knows that I'm one of the biggest LeBron fans that anybody can speak about. But I'm gonna take off my glasses and I'm gonna say what I have to say. Look, I understand LeBron confronting this man. As a father, I understand that he doesn't want people to criticize his son in certain aspects. But let me make something very clear. When he went up to Stephen A. Smith, he went up to him specifically for that one time when he was trying to tell him how to be a father. He wanted to tell him how to be a father in the public view. You know how many people watch First Take. But I will say this against LeBron, and this is something that's been on my mind since I saw this shit, and it's getting hard to defend. Let this motherfucker, let Bronny, the man that you told that you wanted to be in the league and you begged the Lakers to draft, let that motherfucker be a man. If I was Bronny James, I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed as a fucking man that my father's standing up to me in the public eye. That nigga knows the cameras are running. Come on. People are watching him every fucking movie he makes. That shit's embarrassing as Bron. For me to be Bronny James, I'd be fucking embarrassed. Regardless of whatever LeBron, man, he should have handled this shit behind closed doors. I don't agree with what Stephen A. Smith said against him on First Take. Don't get me wrong, because if you question me as a father, you guys are both dads. Kelly, Rob, and Crown Vic. If anybody ever did that to y'all would feel some type of way too. But at the same time, to do it the way it happened, especially with Bronny being in the public eye and LeBron being in the public eye as much as they are, like it's embarrassing. If I was Bronny James, I'd be embarrassed. And honestly, I'm very upset about how LeBron James handled the situation.
Be embarrassed on a pile of money, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, all that money.
People don't realize that LeBron don't have to be. LeBron don't have to be the face of the league no more. LeBron is in his nigga phase. He chilling. He in his last years. He's in retirement phase. It's like that's like saying something about Carmelo. You don't think Carmelo gonna? I bet you he won't say a word about any of retired players. He think he's safe talking about these players while they still talking. All right, not a problem. He in his nigga phase, man. This man is a billionaire. Like I said, it don't cost much to get you touched, man. Especially for a billionaire, man. I don't give a damn who you are. What he making? $100 million over 5 years? LeBron makes that shit in a month.
LeBron is from Akron, nigga.
Right now,
Jets, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
LeBron is like that.
Where you from the people you talking about? You from the PJs,
like, no, you're not giving LeBron James his respect. LeBron James is a nigga. That is a nigga that never went to no damn college. He barely got out of high school. His athletics got into the NBA. He became a multi-millionaire. This nigga can barely read. He ain't no regular nigga. He is a super nigga. He was fucking.
That nigga said, "Whoa."
That nigga is a super nigga.
Nah, for real. That's a fact.
Vic was quick to fucking dick suck just now. Whoa.
Listen,
Vic was go crazy.
Listen. It's a fact, bro. This man never graduated from shit. Everybody credits his business acumen. This man didn't
like that. Come on, man.
This man barely got out of high school, bro.
This man in the slums, nigga.
He ain't no regular nigga. He ain't got it wrapped up tight, nigga. He had to put people around him to keep him alright, bro.
One of the most dangerous projects, nigga.
He'll fuck you up.
Came from that, nigga.
You keep acting like he not a 6'10", 250-pound black man.
I'm talking about actual NBA players.
Anybody
who's trying LeBron, bro? Who's trying him? Who's trying him, bro? Who's trying him? He ain't got to do that. Who tried him? Who tried him? Huh?
If anybody sees,
you ain't never seen nobody walk up on LeBron, nigga.
Say you're a fucking bum, nigga.
You ain't never seen nobody walk up on LeBron, nigga, ever, nigga. Ever.
You know what it
nigga.
is? We be forgetting that AG sometimes, you know, he just be angry at that nigga. So we just gotta let it
I'm
rock.
not even
You just
angry at the nigga.
Nah, you
I'm
angry,
just
nigga.
saying he
Fuck
gets
outta here.
you that. There's NBA players that are like that. There's NBA players that are like that. Like I can name a
But
handful of NBA players that are
Who's
like
to say
but
that.
LeBron is not
Every
though?
show,
You want to see
bro,
something?
every show you hate LeBron, bro. Wait, hold on. Give me one thing LeBron did good, bro.
I feel like
In your mind.
I feel like
Say
this.
something nice,
We
man.
had a conversation about this last
Just
week.
say something nice. All right,
Say
cool.
something nice.
Say something nice, bro.
This
Say
nigga
something
put
nice about LeBron, bro.
This nigga put the sunglasses. This nigga's fucking.
Bro, you still not saying nothing nice about LeBron, bro. It shouldn't be that hard, bro.
This is LeBron's best year that I've seen him play. This is LeBron's best year that I've seen him play.
That's not.
You didn't watch him play. You didn't watch him play none of them MVP years. When he won the MVP, it should have won the MVP. None of them
He
years
couldn't
count.
shoot the way he can shoot now. He
This nigga
couldn't
trying to be
shoot
funny.
the way he
He
can
trying to
shoot.
be
He
funny,
couldn't.
yo.
All right, but he
couldn't
he
shoot
couldn't.
in the way
He
shoots
can't
now.
drive now the way he can drive then.
He
What are you
couldn't
saying?
shoot then.
And he can't drive now the way he drive now. But before he was
Still
dunking on
drive.
everybody.
Still
He
drive.
can't. Yeah, he can't dunk
So
on
what's more
everybody now the way
dangerous,
he
being
did
able
before.
to drive and being fouled and not hit a free throw, or being able to shoot?
My man, this man has been dominant the whole time. He was putting up the same numbers, bro. No matter where
22
you
years.
talking about that same shit. It's the same exact numbers, bro.
Anywhere from the court, because he can shoot
Yeah,
anywhere from the court.
all right, I asked you to say something nice. I guess that was nice. My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
I will say this,
Oh.
guys. I will say this. As fathers, AG is not a father yet. I'm not going to put that on him, though. But as fathers,
Oh no,
I
put
will
that
say,
on him. Put that on him, nigga. Make sure he getting some vagina
Oh.
around here.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna say this though, for real. Like as a father, I get what he was saying when Stephen A. Smith said, "I'm pleading to you as a father, stop putting your son through this." Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do as a father? Who the fuck are you?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, the way that he handled it, I don't agree with it. We can all agree to disagree with that. And you know what I'm saying? And AG, real quick, LeBron ain't like that. But listen, LeBron's in the public eye 24/7. You think he's gonna get gully with motherfuckers on a daily? Come on, bro. He's smart. He's smarter than that.
Can I say something though to
Yes, of course. This is your show.
To Stephen A. Smith's side? Put LeBron aside. I think what Stephen A. is saying is accurate, right? Because think about it. Think about the last. Father since I'm talking about the nigga Lonzo Ball. This nigga, his father put up so high that when he couldn't meet that standard, he was automatically a bust. He was automatically a bust.
But he was a number one pick. What the fuck?
Exactly. And he didn't live.
Those are two different.
He wasn't number one,
55.
but he didn't live up. He didn't live up to what he was supposed to be, because LeVar Ball made it seem like he was going to be the best point guard to ever come into the
LeVar
NBA.
Ball was way more vocal.
So when are we gonna be done with this mental health?
I know, but
This man having a mental health. We letting him get his mental health shit off, right? That's what we doing.
I don't know what the fuck.
Oh shit! Nigga, this is
LeVar Ball
this is
doesn't
a
have
fact.
two legs to stand on, and I mean that figuratively and literally.
But what I'm saying is, when Stephen A. Smith is talking about something like that, like how you don't know if he's thinking about something like that. That's what's already happened, because that happened already. Really, if you think about it, Bronny is being put. We're talking about Bronny so much because it's LeBron, right? Because it's LeBron, we're talking about Bronny so much. His expectations are super high just because it's LeBron's son. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like,
what's his expectations, bro?
Expectations are way high. Even if Bronny ends up being one of the best role players to ever for the NBA has ever seen, he wasn't supposed to be a role player. You get what I'm saying? The expectations are super high. So I get Stephen A. in the sense where he's like, try to bring the light off of him just a little bit. Let him.
Where's the expectations coming from? LeBron not putting nothing on him. Said let the boy play, man.
He was a 55.
That man don't have no. That's why I said, what's the expectations of Bronny? That's what
nobody saying nothing about putting nothing on. Just let the boy play. Y'all putting expectations on him because he's LeBron's son, bro. LeBron ain't said a fucking word, bro.
I feel like that's kind of what Stephen A. Smith was saying, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Stephen A. Smith was saying.
Stephen A. Smith is an old nigga that needs to mind his fucking business.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's his
He's
job.
washed.
Like, what are we talking?
Nigga, all right, but it's like, all right, but it's like Funkmaster Flex. Like, why are you at this party DJing, bro? You 58. It's one of them shit.
Like, what are you talking about, Brownie?
It's like, it's like, yo, I feel you, but it's like one of them things where it's like you just nostalgic at this point. You just here for nostalgia. It's like inside the NBA. It's like, yeah, we love y'all. It's nostalgia, but it's time for you to move on, bro. We got to figure something else out. Have your podcast and talk this shit over there, bro. It ain't nothing wrong with just. It's just the times have changed. It's the same thing with presidency and shit like that. People can't stay in that position for that long when you're talking about shit outside of sports, bro. Like,
well, he got paid $100 million, so Stephen A. Smith ain't going nowhere for a really long time. He got paid $100 million.
I know, and that means that people gonna still tune in and watch that bullshit, but that don't mean we gotta feed into it. That nigga is on some bullshit, bro.
I like that little transition that Kelly Ross
had. That's
what
we doing now. We the new media. We don't need that shit, bro. I mean, fuck him. That nigga on some bullshit. We fuck with Bronny, man.
Prince James.
Let's say he didn't like Bronny. Why is Stephen A. Smith being attacked for doing his job?
Why is he pulling out stats on a player that barely played in the NBA, man?
That's what I'm trying to say.
What other? Okay, let me ask you a question, then, AG.
In
response,
and
in response,
you just ain't fucking with y'all because y'all doing y'all job.
My pops and grandpops watch Stephen A. Smith.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question though. In response, how many other 50 picks and below has he covered? Stephen A. Smith.
There we go.
Isaiah Thomas.
No, it's all about this year.
Wait,
no answer.
What do you mean?
No.
How many other 50 pick and below in the NFL in the NBA draft has Stephen A. Smith covered?
When you say below, you mean after? Like
after,
that's what you
yes,
mean?
yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How many has he covered?
None.
I mean, that's all I got to say about that. Moving on.
Like,
Charles Barkley went on.
He don't talk about none of them people. There's some nice niggas that he could be talking about, like, but he don't talk about nobody else.
Who's on Toronto and he's shit. He's fucking shit. He has just the same numbers as Bronny. Shit. He has 2 points per game. I think 3 rebounds. The white boy out there in Toronto. Garbage. Straight garbage. Nobody's talking about him, and he was the number 2. Whatever.
He's not LeBron's son. Like
doesn't matter. You're the number 2 pick, bro.
Living the dream. LeBron's son is doing LeBron James' son is doing everything that everybody wants to do in life. Even if you're not that good of a basketball player right now, if you're not that good of a basketball player, wouldn't you like to have a hands-on experience to learn how to be a professional as you're already signed, getting professional money? That is a hell of an internship, my boy. A hell of an internship. That's why I say he has the illest internship we have ever seen in life. We never seen an internship in sports, nigga.
I just don't like the fact that
I like how you keep bringing that back up because that's actually a very good point, bro. I like that shit. The internship shit.
I just don't like that Stephen A. Smith being attacked for doing his job. That don't make sense.
Well, whatever.
That's his job.
Hey, but let's move on. We've spent a lot of time on this topic, but let's move on. Charles Barkley went on an elite rant on we're talking about Inside the NBA on NBA on TNT at halftime of the game, and I want y'all to see what he said. Kendrick Perkins had his response, but I want y'all to see what he said. I want the show to see what he said, and I want to get y'all take on it. Here it is. Take a look.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
And first of all, I want all the smoke. I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard.
Right.
I like that.
Hey,
one.
man.
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP, and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
Time out. I get what you're saying. You just went at the whole network.
They talk about the same
whole
stuff.
industry.
Whole industry. They talk about the same stuff every single day.
I would have to, but there's
Is there some credit? Is there some credit to be handed out here?
Yes. But don't say basketball's only watching now. First of all, between that and this lame-ass LeBron-Michael Jordan debate, which is lame. I've said it for years. The only people talk about LeBron and Michael is people on television who got no talent to talk about anything else. I've been saying that for years. I ain't hanging on to the 90s. I've always said LeBron's great, Michael's great. But y'all talk about it all the time and then got LeBron out there posing, talking about he all mad about being the face of the league. But it makes me mad. The Oklahoma City and the Cleveland Cavaliers are the two best stories in the NBA this year. Congratulations to the Lakers and the Warriors. They've had 2 good weeks. The Cavs and OKC have had 6 great months.
Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
All right.
Yeah, Shaq. Tell us how you feel.
Man. All right.
Wow. I want to start with Crown Vic. Let's start with Vic because I know AG is going to have a lot to say about this because this is one of his things. Vic, what you got to say about what you just heard? What is your take on this?
I don't have too much to say. I totally agree with him, man. And I'll be thinking to myself, like, why are we talking about the Lakers and the Warriors when my team, the Cavs, is making history right now? You know what I'm saying? Granted, I'm a King James fan, but if you're being realistic, we talking about basketball here. Numbers. They're number one, bro. Come on. I agree with him, man. Hey, that's all I got.
I forgot you were Cavs fan. I forgot. Yeah, but go ahead. Kelly Rob, go ahead. What you got?
It's that same old. He just echoed the same shit I just said with that Stephen A. shit. People don't want to hear that old. Stop with that old shit. If you get some young people on and they gonna start talking, they gonna start telling y'all what's going on. Shea fly. His team is fly. They a bunch of young fly dudes like doing what they got to do in the NBA. That is crazy. If I told you in the last week's show, collectively these dudes are still in college. And they killing the NBA. That's tough, man. That's something to be talked about, man. That whole team is marketable. If y'all want to talk about the face of the NBA, how about a team that can be the face of the NBA? That is a team that is a bunch of young dudes that got a good head on their shoulders, that still got that dog in them paws, that if anybody want to go ahead and be a young person that's following the game and want to follow somebody, follow that whole team, man. They got the camaraderie and everything. Follow that team. Same thing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got that same type of camaraderie. They young. No, but it's not like they got to be frowned upon. They pretty young still and everything. That's 2 teams that I think that if you want to talk about the face of the league and you want to get people, kids, young people interested in the league or even older people to let them know what type of league this is now, you need to go ahead and let some young people talk about it and then exploit and promote all of the young teams out here, man.
I like it. AG, I think you have a lot to say. Go ahead, bud.
I don't have a lot to say, but I thought this shit was hilarious because it's Charles Barkley. I also thought it was more hilarious because of the Kendrick Perkins response, and it was more funny to me. Both of them about it. Like them 2 niggas were known for being bullies on the court. Both of them was known for being bullies on the court. So, I thought I thought this shit was funny, but I think he's wrong though. I will say I think Charles Barkley is wrong though, because at the end of the day, we're not gonna act like before the trade deadline everybody was excited about the NBA. Like we're not gonna act like we all was tuning in all the time talking about the NBA. I will say it is tiring only talking about the Lakers. Like we had this conversation, me and you had this conversation, GJ. I said, we want to talk about the NBA. Like we gonna have to talk about other. Like we can't just keep talking about the Lakers. But at the end of the day, that's who like the Lakers and the Warriors are making the NBA relevant right now. Like it's a fact. I'm not saying they're the best teams because they're not the best teams. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But when you just talking about numbers wise and who revived the NBA, the Lakers. The Lakers did. They literally just had
Now,
the fifth highest selling ticket in the NBA history for a regular game.
in history, yeah, I saw
For a
that
regular
for the
game, that
Baltimore
Lakers
Lakers.
team. And this is why I say the NBA is rigged, because out of nowhere, they do this shit all the time. They know when NBA ratings are down, what's gonna get it popping again? A Lakers versus Celtics rivalry. That's what's gonna get it
Go
popping.
ahead, Kelly. Kelly's got a rebuttal. Go ahead, Bo.
Ticket sales is only the most just because you got to remember that is the Los Angeles Lakers. So when you go to a ticket for a regular game, the ticket sales are astronomical. So when you want to go ahead and put another star on there and you want to debut a star, of course it's going to be the highest paid, the highest ticket sale, all of that. That's obvious. You know what I mean? That's pretty obvious. Now, what I was going to say is like, in order for they don't promote the younger generation. They don't promote other teams. They don't promote small markets. Those are all of those small market teams. Their places where they play, their arenas are always sold out. Nobody ever tells you that. They're always sold out. They got diehard fans. When the Lakers are not doing good, no matter if they're doing good or bad, they're always talked about. We don't want to hear about when they're doing bad, and you don't want to talk about when the Utah Jazz is doing bad. Now, I mean, it's like it's not fair. We tired of hearing it's no polarity in the league when it comes to the exposure amongst the league with the teams and stuff, man.
And I don't disagree with you, Kelly, but I don't disagree with you at all.
I meant to say parity. I said polarity. I apologize.
But the Cavs and OKC should be getting more recognition, especially OKC. Like you said, they're gonna be good for years. They're a young
Not
team.
just those teams though. That's what I'm saying. Not just those teams. We got Victor Wembanyama.
I mean, Wemby gets a lot. Wemby gets a lot of sports coverage. I mean, he's hurt now though. He's out for the season.
Now they trying to. They still got Ja. They still got Ant-Man. They still got.
I mean, you can't really put.
Trae Young has historical seasons. Trae Young is having a historical career, and nobody even talks about him. He's having a historical career. His career, he's never been bad his entire career. And this is a dude that's undersized and everything. And this dude, his whole career is going to give you a double-double, especially with assists. His whole career, bro. He's always top 3 in assists, no matter what. It's like they don't publicize and they don't talk about the other teams, bro. They only want to give a fuck about the money teams, and that's it, man.
And real quick, I just want to put it out there, right? As far as the Cavs being the number 1 seed, right, and the record that they're having, they are showing you and displaying, you know what I'm saying, a team that actually plays team ball. If you go look at the stats of what they played last night, and they beat the Bucks, nobody scored over 20 points. That's team ball right there, man. Don't nobody do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So that has to be highlighted also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I can, just to get my take in it real quick. When it comes to Charles Barkley rant about the Lakers, I think Aaron hit it on the head. Yeah, that's what they want to talk about. That's what the audience wants to talk about, wants to hear. Unfortunately, we're talking about it because this is what the audience wants to hear. People who want to hear this shit. People want to hear people's takes.
I only want to disagree with y'all right quick just because it's like they only think that we want to hear this. We just talked about a whole bunch of other shit. We the audience. We just talked about a whole bunch of other shit that we want to see, but they don't want to show that. They only show them where's the big market money at. That's it. That's the only type of shit that they want to show. I mean, like luckily my team is a big market team, so every now and again, as long as my team is doing good, they start talking about it. But somebody like the Lakers, I feel like, granted, the Lakers do. It's not even like they talk about the Celtics. The Celtics is a historically great franchise, and they don't get talked about it nearly as much. They don't talk about
team in NBA history,
and they're not getting talked about nearly as much. It's just something about that. It got to be something with the Lakers and ESPN. If you ever been to the Staples Center, it's right across from each other. ESPN and Staples Center is right here.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that said, also, that Luka trade, I mean, just like Aaron AG said, it's the Luka trade. First of all, it revived the NBA. I don't care what Charles Barkley says. I don't care what anybody says. AG hit it on the head. Like I said, that Luka trade with Anthony Davis, it brought excitement back to the league. Ratings were down. I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I'm not going to pretend like I know them. Ratings were down across the board, all over the NBA. The two best teams in the NBA are small market teams. Now, is it their fault that they don't get enough coverage? Absolutely not. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP of the league, in my opinion, and he's going to be the MVP at the end of the season. The Cleveland Cavaliers, just like Crown Vic alluded to, are playing tremendous, a great brand of basketball, and they play like a team. Now, I will say this about the Cleveland Cavaliers, and even to the Boston Celtics, to your point, Kelly Rob, and I'll compare them to the Spurs of the mid 2010s when they were winning championships and going back-to-back championships and stuff. It's boring basketball sometimes, and sometimes that's not attractive to the viewer, and that can sometimes play a role. I mean, I could be wrong. You guys tell me. I mean, I could be wrong.
I just have a quick question. Y'all said it's going, like the Luka trade was going to add viewership to what, Laker games? Because it's not like it changed the rest of the league. It's not like people are now going to be like now all of a sudden I'm gonna watch more Mavs games. Like now all of a sudden Luka got traded, so now let's go ahead and go turn on the Utah Jazz. That's what I'm just trying. They fucking with what? Like you saying the NBA or they fucking with the Lakers, bro? You got to make it make sense. Like Luka got traded. How does
the NBA?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How does this draw more eyes to the NBA or does it draw more eyes to just Laker viewership? You know what I mean? That's not the entire NBA. This shit didn't change anything for the rest of the league, bro.
You do have a point. But, that also goes back to the point that we were talking about, what the audience wants to see and what brings the ratings. It's like this happened, and now all of a sudden it's all different sports networks and news we're talking about. And now all of a sudden ratings are back up. Even the Celtics games, people are watching the Celtics games. People are watching the Cavs games. I mean, the ratings are up across the board. I had the ratings numbers. I don't know what I did with them, but the ratings for the NBA are up across the board in comparison to late March. Comparison to late January, my bad, late January. And they're just up across the board. I mean, even OKC is getting the recognition. Jokic, we're not going to talk about it because it's not one of our top. Jokic had an historic NBA game the other day, 30-20-20. That was fucking historic and amazing. First time in NBA history that anybody's ever done anything like that. And we're not even talking about it. Nobody really talked about it. It was on like a reel that I posted. I made sure to put that out there. But I didn't see First Take really talk about it. I didn't see ESPN really talk about it. They had a post-game interview, and that was it. And it's sad because people like SGA and Jokic, who's a two-time back-to-back MVP, and people like Donovan Mitchell, who's having a career season. And it is sad. And I do agree with you to that point, Kelly Rob, that these teams that don't get as much recognition deserve it. I do agree.
Because that's all propaganda. Y'all know what propaganda. You know what I mean? That's all this is. It's propaganda. Laker propaganda, man. They putting that on y'all. Pause. Like we don't ask for it. That's why people don't want to tune in, because we tired of hearing that shit. Nobody, your viewership and everything is gonna be down until you shake it up, man. Let everybody know what everybody else is doing. We don't give a fuck. We know what's going on with the Lakers already, man. We know about it. It's gonna be a million articles. Every sports television show, everybody gonna talk about it. We good. We don't want to talk about them no more, man. Just find something else to talk about.
Like I said, I think they realized that. Like I think they realized people wasn't watching ESPN just to hear about the Lakers and LeBron. So what they did, they put a mega star on the Lakers to make them relevant again. It always happens. They always do this. The Buss family must have something on somebody because the Lakers don't draft. They always get a player from a trade.
But that shit don't got nothing to do with the propaganda, bro. Like you don't have to still like push that narrative. Other people get trades and shit all the time, but
But the Lakers historically get a mega star because of like what you're talking about, propaganda and the money in the big market teams like the Lakers. They always get a mega star to make them relevant again. Because that's all they want to talk about all the time is the Lakers.
Cool for the Lakers. That's what I'm saying. Cool for the Lakers.
Let's move on from the Lakers and let's answer this question that's at the bottom of the screen. Mario Benitez asks, do y'all think a certain deal to make viewing every market would help, like an NBA on Netflix, where that could help every market? Do you think that would help, Kelly Rob?
Say one more time. I apologize. I had to delete a call. Do you think a
putting
certain
small
deal
market
No,
teams
you're
on
good.
Netflix or something.
Like, do you think if they put it on a streaming service, the NBA games on a streaming service like Netflix, or they had it on HBO for a year, but TNT is about to go off, so like Netflix or something like Prime, do you think that would help the small market teams accessibility to viewing every game? Do you think that would help?
No. I think that the problem is that because everybody, like Ant alluded to it, Ant Edwards alluded to it, where it's like everybody is scared to be themselves. So you're gonna put more fucking microphones in more different places where I gotta censor myself even more. Because if you put put us on certain networks, you probably gonna have to find us even more just because you heard me curse or whatever the case may be. I can't be my authentic self. I am a person. It's like a boxer. When the boxers are like cursing or going crazy, like this is their nature. It's my nature to be competitive, and maybe like talking shit and everything fires me up, and that's just how I play. I play better when I start cursing people the fuck out. But now because of this, you putting this on Netflix, and now because you put it on Netflix or whatever, and people can hear me, and I could lose deals, and now I'm not marketable, and now I can't be the face of fucking Charmin or something like that just because I curse. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I think that's one of those things. We can't get a little bit too physical. Like in the park, not every game ends in a fight, but people get physical in the fucking park. We get physical. That's how we play. We play a whole, I grew up playing don't call no fouls. We ain't calling fouls this game. But we're not going to sit there and kill each other. We just know that, all right, play. We're going to have to play through contact, bro. Play through some contact. It is what it is. So I think that if they dial back some of the technical fouls and let the players be themselves, then y'all might have something. But because y'all can't be like, think about how like when we watch the summertime leagues and everything, and they be able to call everybody out. Oh, it's a different vibe and everything. It's still organized. Ain't nobody saying not to be organized, but you allow the players to be able to have fun. There's no more fun in that league. I feel like it's getting dead, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I think you said something that was very important. When you do have sponsorships and people that are paying you money to sponsor your team, you do have to put censorship on a team or a particular player because of that sponsorship, because they're paying the bills, so they tell you what to say and what to do, and that can hurt. I mean, that hurts, even though it's entertaining to us, and I love that shit. Just like you said, I love that shit. I love the realness. I don't like the fake shit. But at the end of the day, when money plays a role, it kind of fucking fucks shit up. But go ahead, AG, my bad.
I disagree. Because like I get your point of view, but I do feel like if the NBA, if every game was accessible to watch, like on Netflix or something, I think more of the smaller market teams would get watched. Just look at look at the simple fact of the numbers that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul did. Like I honestly don't think those numbers would have been the same if it wasn't on Netflix. Like a lot of people have Netflix, so they tuned in and all that. Like I think if people had to pay $100 pay-per-view to watch like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, the numbers wouldn't have been the same. So I think if the NBA was more accessible to see games on like Netflix or something like that, I think it would get watched more. I think because even Hulu, like, and they had the deal with the Hulu, but you had to have Hulu TV, which is even more money. Like it wasn't just like if you had the regular Hulu, you was watching NBA games. So I do think that like if they was like on Netflix or something, it would get watched. It would get watched way more. I do think so.
My only rebuttal to that is like I have NBA League Pass, and I also have traveled to different states, right? And when you go to different states, you realize that they all have their sports network that tune into their shit. That means when they say viewership, that means that across the board, that means that in every state it's down. That doesn't mean that, you might have some fans in other states that might be able to tune in or whatever the case may be, but I don't think it's going to be drastic. I think it has to be something that has to do with the league itself. One of the things that I think is a major problem of the league is the fact that y'all not drafting the people from the hood no more. We don't have anybody that look like us in the league when you got LeBron James' son and Scottie Pippen Jr. and this junior and that junior of people that played in the league, or this person's nephew and shit like that played in the league. Where's the niggas that came straight from the hood? There was a nigga that was in Boys and Girls High School lighting it up. Nobody talked about him. He ain't get recruited nowhere. Nobody give a fuck because they don't give a fuck about the people from the hood no more. They only want these motherfuckers that's coming straight out of AAU, coming out of Sierra Canyon and shit like that. Come on, man, Sierra Canyon, Kanye kids go there, man.
Yeah. They sending a lot of hood niggas to the G League. That definitely is a fact. That definitely is a fact. But shout out to St. John's. Look
at that. Everybody if you a hood nigga, you know what? That's exactly where you go. If you hood, too hood, yeah, they go to the G League. They be like, yeah, you nice. We don't want you to like go out anywhere else. We want to act like we still got you and shit. That's why I said Imani Bates is fire. He could go somewhere elsewhere in the world and just kill. Mikey Williams, he can go somewhere else and kill. They're not gonna let these people kill no more. It's a wrap. If you if you a hood person, the most that you, if you not super duper exceptionally well and be exceptionally tall and shit like that, nigga, the ceiling is the G League.
It is sad. That is the truth. To be honest, for the most part, it is the truth.
Get comfortable.
Let's ask Vic though. Vic, you have an answer to the question?
Nah, I was gonna let y'all. I agree with everybody else. There we go.
that nigga dying from COVID.
Listen, I'm gonna give him a pass. And I did want to say this, and I was just about to say that, alluding to Kelly Rob's point, and Mario beat me to this, is that it's either people like you said coming out of AAU, coming out of places like Sierra Canyon, or being junior, or it's the overseas players that are taking over the league. It's not these dudes coming out of the hood, like these dudes that actually do what they, actually put the hard work in on a daily basis that probably would excel in the league. But it's just these people, they're pulling people from overseas, and I was going to say that before Mario did, or players that already have fathers or relatives in the league already, which hurts the league in general.
Well, just to go to what Mario said right there, I just see what he wrote. He was talking about players that are in the G League to go overseas, and the only thing I want to say to that is that I have a few friends, because I'm pretty decent in basketball. I played pretty good and everything. I played semi-pro and all that, but I have some friends that are pro, and they've gone overseas, and they don't like a lot of the experiences overseas. You got to remember, a lot of these players smoke weed. Can't smoke weed overseas. A lot of that country, you go to jail for life. Look at Brittany Griner; she almost died for a vape. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that. You go to these countries, you don't speak the language, and a lot of people don't really fuck with you. So you either got to fuck with the team, and hopefully that they fuck with you, or you just trying to get your money. Hopefully this season ends so you can get back home. Like, a lot of people don't like that shit. It's kind of uncomfortable. And then there's non-guaranteed contracts, and the money is not the same, and all the rest of that shit is probably still not enough to cover a lot of your expenses. So it's a lot. You got to grind extra hard if you want to go overseas, G League, anything. It's just that's why even D'Angelo Ball was saying he'd rather be in the G League, because at least in the G League you get some decent money. You have some familiarity. I can't say that word. And you have some comfortability in the country, and you still have a shot. You still have a chance. You might get a 10-day. You might get something. So you still live on that hope, as opposed to being overseas and people just think you've forgotten. Because as soon as DeMarcus Cousins went overseas, nobody gave a fuck about him no more. As soon as Dwight Howard go overseas, don't nobody give a fuck about him no more. They go over there and start killing. Don't nobody give a fuck.
And you know what? Care. And that also, and I agree with you 100%. No disagreement on this side. But I will say a lot of that has to do with comfortability and discomfortability with not being at home and being with what you're familiar with. So, I get it, and I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I'm just saying that does play a role.
I want to say I apologize for being long-winded today, fellas. I realized that I'm bugging, and I look like I'm anti everybody. My bad for having my opinions today.
Who said that? What the? All right.
I realized that I ain't agree with shit that nobody said. I apologize. My bad. Hey.
Let's keep it a dialect going.
Who texted this man and told him that we felt some type of you good, Kelly Rob? You don't have to agree with us. I don't ever agree with AG.
I see AG adjust his hat 3 times. I'm like, nah, this nigga getting upset.
Nah.
He be all right, man.
That nigga Baldy start sweating. It's like it might be a problem, man. I mean,
let me not touch my hat.
Don't pop out on the side, you valid.
But let me move on. Let's jump down. I want to jump. You just skip Bayless of podcast. That's wild. I said that about AG like 2 episodes ago.
I sound like
what real quick though, before we move on. What Perkins said back to Charles? Cause I know he responded,
Let me show you what Perkins said back. It was on his X account. I'll read it to y'all. He said, "Hey, NBA on TNT, might want to tell that senior citizen Charles Barkley that I'll be around when he seeing."
Wait, hold on, G. Read that shit in his voice, man. Because that nigga, you making it sound like he eloquent. He not eloquent. You made him sound smart. Don't
Vic sound the closest to him. So Vic, you read this bitch. I can't sound like that.
NBA on TNT. Singing citizen Charles Barkley. And I'll be around. When I see an idiot or a fool in person, make sure he keep that same energy. He may come play with me if he want to, and I'm gonna dress his ass like the numbers on the house. Straight from the 409, homeboy. We ain't bought none of that fade at all.
Texas boy, nigga.
You was gonna make him sound too educated and eloquent. I ain't like that.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
2 worst people on TV to me, right? And Kendrick Perkins.
Oh man.
Two country ass niggas going back and forth. This is what they pay for, man. This is what they want to see, man.
Listen. I have to agree with Stephen A. Smith on what he said the other day, though. Charles Barkley calls everybody a fool and an idiot. Don't be offended by this. That's how he talks. That's just how he talks, man. Everybody's getting in their feelings about this stupid ass shit, man. That's how Charles Barkley talks. He's been talking like that for years. He says everybody's an idiot. He calls Kenny Smith an idiot every episode. Come on, man.
And Charles Barkley is exactly why I said don't test like niggas like Charles Barkley is exactly why I said don't test LeBron James. Because it don't matter how much money you get, that don't mean you're gonna get smarter. That nigga ain't educated now that he got his money. He ain't talking better. He's still talking the same way he did when he was 12, nigga. He ain't changed, nigga. He got money. He ain't gotta change up the way he talk. LeBron James ain't gotta change up the way he is. That nigga is a hood nigga from fucking Akron, Ohio. Put a hole in some shit.
Pretty much. That's crazy.
I can't. I agree with you though. Hey, so let's move on to the Angel Reese. Angel Reese said some crazy shit a couple days ago, talking about the new CBA agreements surrounding the WNBA and the NBA, and talking about how people are threatening to sit out.
Let him
calm down. Let me get the clip in first. Hey,
girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
Y'all got to deal with something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones the year after, they going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the
I
meetings.
got to get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility, for real.
Yeah.
Girl, y'all benefited.
Man, don't nobody give a damn if she sit out.
Man, let that bitch sit out. Don't nobody want to see Dennis Rodman.
Yo.
Fuck out of here.
It's not just me, AG. It's not just me.
Because you're the one that just fucking victimized her just now. Like, you're making it seem like this is Angel Reese saying we're sitting out. No. It's everybody.
She didn't just say it?
It's everybody that's in the agreement. She said, I heard we're sitting out.
Yeah. All of them can sit out. That's fine, bro.
That's what she heard.
Caitlin Clark got muscles now. I definitely don't want to see her. Nigga, that's scary.
Juju.
Nigga, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Until they start dunking and windmilling and shit.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Through the leg dunks. Come on.
Yo, listen, I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not a fucking hater, bro. I don't dislike this woman because of any reason, but because of the shit that she says. Like, first of all, you went to college and you didn't get any education because you still sound ignorant. That's number one. Number two, like, who gives a fuck if you guys sit out, bro? You like nobody gives a fuck about you or what you do. Like, you are hated because of your mouth, because you say shit that you probably shouldn't be saying. Like, you shouldn't have probably said that on your podcast, because if they were thinking about sitting out, they don't want to make it public a year before it happens. Like, are you fucking dumb? And then who are you as a rookie coming out of your rookie season to be having a voice about this shit anyway? You're a nobody.
That's what we're going to do next year, guys.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Sounds to me.
Tell me I'm wrong.
All right. Yeah. All right. Just a little bit. You a lot right. You a little wrong. You a lot right. So we're not gonna do that. You're a lot right. The little wrong you got is the fact that Angel Reese is the reason why she says this shit is because unlike a lot of those other females in the league, she got a little bit of power. And the reason why I say that is because they started their own little league. And you see the little one-on-one shit, and people won't want to see those girls ball out one-on-one. That's the type of balling that we actually want to see. And honestly, people will probably want to tune more into that unrivaled league than the fucking WNBA. So truth be told, she may be on to something. And that's why I was saying, let them bitches sit out. I was being honest. Nobody want to see Dennis Rodman. That's a big fact. But at the same token, what she did was a power move right there in my mind, because now it's like, yo, fam, you already know what we got. We over here setting up equity. We telling bitches that they gonna get their bread. We doing our thing. And Angel Reese, she got brand deals. This bitch got McDonald's. She got all sorts of shit. And she got Reese's Pieces. She good. She good. She broke on to NBA standards. She want to have like super NBA money, but she making more than a lot of NBA players. Like she got it. Like it ain't like she don't got it, but she also wants to continue to get it, because those endorsement deals are only gonna come if she keep balling, nigga. So she got to keep finding a different way, an outlet. So they gonna be like, yo, look, either y'all gonna give us the bread here, or we gonna take this shit to Unrivaled, and we gonna get our bread and endorsements over here. One or the other, but y'all gonna make something shake. So kudos to her for being a gangster and doing that, because nobody else was gonna be able to say no shit like that. Only her and
Look,
Clayton
she can be a gangster all she wants to. Anybody watching none of that shit? I ain't watching.
Nah, people watching that Unrivaled shit. That one-on-one shit, I tuned into that shit. That shit was.
The Unrivaled shit. No, the Unrivaled shit, but the WNBA shit.
I've been watching it, yeah.
Unrivaled is lit, and that's what I'm saying. They'll throw some more teams on Unrivaled, and then they'll shoot that shit up. And then what the WNBA gonna do? He can't. They'll make that shit. They already got too much, garnered too much attention with the one-on-one shit, because then the NBA wanted to copy it and everything like that. So because they did that, they already kind of hold some cards. So right then and there, they good. They straight. The WNBA just gonna have to pick up that bread and figure out how to promote them and figure out how to do something, because they're gonna lose that league real quick. Adam Silver figure something out.
WNBA is cheeks.
Yo, Jeff, I just want you to keep it a buck. Do you because you want to smash? Like, is that really what it is? Because I feel like that's the energy you've been giving off, my nigga. Because like you really hate Angel Reese, and I just think it's unwanted hate. Like,
look at his face.
Hold on, let me say what I want to say. Listen, what I smash, of course.
Oh, there we go.
She's packing yams. She's packing. I would hit it, but that being said, it's like it's not about what she looks like.
You can only hit it. And you only got like 2 or 3 positions you can even fuck with that in, because she at Amazon, my boy. Like her pussy on your top.
I'll climb that tree, but I'm just saying. I'm saying the reason why. It's not, but when she opens her mouth, it's so unattractive, because it's like she sounds so dumb, and that bothers the fuck out of me, bro. Because she uses her platform. I respect it. I respect young black women that want to do other things and do big things. I understand what she's trying to do, but sometimes it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Why are you taking so serious though?
Because he's wild.
You know what it is? Honestly, it's because like I think that unfortunately, people don't give a fuck about women basketball, and this bitch got to make a living. So she got to figure out lanes. Because I agree with you. I don't want to see this bitch open her mouth. But if she got a fan base, if she got a following, and people tuning in, then it is what it is, man. She got to make some money, man. She got to make her. She got to
mouth in a way, but
I'm straight on her. She don't tickle my fancy paws.
She's alright.
I don't fuck with. I'm not interested in no girl that got bigger feet than me. I'm straight on that.
How tall is she? How tall is she?
About 6'2".
6'3". Yeah, she has to be something.
God damn, she my height. God damn
it. Yeah, that's a big bitch, man. I'm good on all that. And she like wearing heels, my nigga. So next to you, she's still taller than you. She's still overdoing.
Still 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, she wilding. Like I'm good on. That's why I said, oh, she gonna put that pussy right on G forehead, like bow, and all that. She's gonna walk up on you, bow, put it right on your forehead.
And then he ain't never gonna have anything else bad to say
She's
about
gonna
her.
just walk over you and say, "Look up."
He'll come back in the next episode. She's the GOAT. She's the one.
Girl.
I don't want to hear hands down.
Her whole McDonald's meal.
There has never been another female to touch a basketball. That's better.
Hold up. I did get the Angel Reese the other day. I got the Angel Reese the other day. Shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you gotta climb a ladder just to hit it from the back. That's weird. You gotta swing on some shit. You gotta swing on some shit just so you gotta have your pull-up bar just to make sure that you can hit it from the back one time, just to see what it looked like.
Oh shit.
Yo, AG, I can't find that list, bro. Help me out. Please, help me find that list.
She get me mad as fuck. She bend over and put that pussy in the air, and it's all in my face already. I'd be like, bitch, I already ate it. You're gonna have to
You have the picture I sent you?
scoot down or something.
Man. Let's move on though. Let's move on to the next topic. I think this is something that it's kind of, you know, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting that we should talk about. Let's talk about Tory Lanez. He did drop his Peterson album from prison. I know Vic will have a lot to say. I know, huh?
He said
free Tory.
Yeah. I think you know, definitely Vic is gonna have something to say. I know AG is gonna have a lot to say. K Rob, we didn't get a chance to talk today, but what do y'all have to say about this Tory Lanez dropping his album, his potential release from prison with the charges being dropped? What you guys got? I guess I'll say let's start with AG. AG, you wanted to talk about this. Let's start with you.
It's funny because I never really been like a Tory Lanez. I did listen to the album, and I gotta say, this nigga new album is fire. That nigga's going through something in jail right now. that nigga's going through something because he has some heat. That nigga was started off the album talking. What I'm saying, pause for saying he was talking.
Yeah, you said that nigga was going through something in jail. You said he was going through something in jail. I don't know what he going through. I don't know what he's going through, bro.
That's an unnecessary pause. That's an unnecessary pause. I just said he's going through something.
It's called a 10-year bid, man. Fuck you mean?
This nigga's bugging. But
hey,
like I said, the album is fire. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Tory Lanez fan, but you know, since we're covering media and stuff like that, I did my due diligence to listen to the album, and because I saw a lot of people talking about it. It did really good numbers on Spotify the first day. So I was like, all right, let me check it out so I can have knowledge of the album. And I thought the album was fire. I don't have too much. I mean, the charges and all that.
I see it. I got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, y'all could talk about that if y'all want. I mean,
Well, hold on. Now, I will say, I checked out the album too, right? and you talk about, you got a lot to say, and you hear a lot of pain in some of the songs, and the content is real, you know, edgy, and it's like, bro, the nigga got a 10-year bid. You feel me? All he got is pain in that motherfucker. Like, I mean, pause to that too, because it's like, I don't know what kind of pain you going through, my nigga, but like, what do you expect? And then you know the nigga in prison, 20 songs. Who the fuck dropping 20 songs on the album anymore? Like, come on, bro.
Nothing to do.
I didn't.
Nothing to do.
But I will say,
though, it don't sound like he in jail.
I heard he dropped the whole album too. But
and that's why I wanted to say it was impressive though, because if you seen that one clip that went around when he was on the jail phone rapping or whatever, and the fight went down in the background or whatever, right? And I'm thinking to myself, as a guy that record music myself. It's like, man, for you to be on the jail phone and them to clean them vocals up the way they did, and it don't sound like it sounded like you was in the studio. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. And
shit is impressive. I mean, I give you that.
Out of these 20, goddamn, I'm not even gonna hold. I ain't listen to all 20 of them goddamn songs. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, bro, I'm not listening to 20 songs, bro.
It's like, K Rob, what you got?
I'm gonna just say, any nigga that's about 5'3" and he got harmonizing skills in jail,
He's getting cooked.
yeah, he having hard times, bro. He having hard times. He just tried to on the cover of the album. Nah, that nigga is 5'3" and he got vocalization skills. Yeah, them muscles he was trying to show off on the front of that album. That's from fighting shit off, my nigga. He ain't in there doing push-ups.
Pause.
Ain't no pause. I'm dead serious. This everything that I'm saying ain't no damn pause. This nigga is going through it. He going through it for real. He putting him through it for real. The nigga can sing and shit. And you not even from this country and shit.
Yeah.
All right, man.
And if you know about the facility that he's at, one of the most dangerous facilities, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta come over here, man. You gotta come over here, man. He at one of those places where they be like, hey homie, come over here, man.
Yeah.
He at one of those facilities, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, you feel me? You look at his face, bro. Look at that face, bro. Free that man, bro. He ain't even do nothing, and look what y'all make him go through, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. He didn't even look like that before he went to jail, bro. He probably Muslim, man.
I think
man.
That's a. I think Tory.
That nigga looked like at the end of the album. That nigga said, "Alhamdulillah."
Yo, I can't, bro.
No, for real.
Oh my God. I gotta take this off the screen. I gotta take it off.
Yeah, take that off the screen. I'm getting uncomfortable, man. What the fuck, yo?
That nigga there, man.
I don't got nothing to say about this shit. I ain't listen to it. I'm not gonna pretend like I listened to it.
Damn, man. Come on, man. Listen to it, man.
I heard some fly shit though. I heard he put his family on the album though. He trying every way to get $1, man. Shout out to that man. Free that man. Listen to his album, man. Bro. Run up his streams for those of y'all niggas that like prison music.
Yeah, I might listen to a song or two. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he in prison. There's nothing I want to listen to. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I can relate to. He got to step outside in the open and start talking about these bitches and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck he about to talk about in there. I don't care.
Yeah,
that ain't my business.
It's not regular. It's not no club hits, nothing like that.
He's singing from jail. I don't want to hear we just sing songs from jail, bro. I don't give a fuck. Unless it's that.
Not singing.
Unless it's that. I don't want to hear nothing that he's saying, bro. That's the only shit that he needs to be talking about, bro. I want to hear that shit. Other than that, nah, I don't want to hear you sing, nigga.
He's not singing. He's not singing.
Okay.
That's crazy. So listen, we're running out of time here. We got about 3 minutes left before I want to head out because we're already running over a little bit. But let's do that hour 30. We're gonna AG take a lead on this because we want to talk about we're blacking out these retail businesses, and this is very important, and it's an important message. So I want y'all to pay attention to what AG has to say. Obviously, I'm putting it across the screen.
Blackout.
It's a total blackout. You only gave us 3 minutes to talk about this shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit.
We got to go.
What you said?
Go.
No, gang. You ain't gonna give me 3 minutes to try to rush that shit. Yeah, do your thing, man.
Go.
They don't care about the people. They don't care about y'all, man. Don't listen to these niggas. All right, I got you. Don't listen to them. They don't care, man. You see, they only want to talk about our shit for 3 minutes, man. They want to talk about the Lakers for 40 minutes and talk about this shit for 3 minutes. Yeah, the hell with these people, man. We know what Pitbull and this is Pitbull and Flow Rider, my nigga. You see Pitbull and Flow Rider? Take off your hat so they know what I'm talking about. There's Pitbull and Flow Rider up here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. G, where you say where you live at? Where you live at, Pitbull? Come on now.
This is my topic. I felt like
that's Pitbull and Flow Rider, bro.
I felt like we definitely had to talk about this topic. We had to make
go ahead, AG.
So people were aware, you know, to make sure we're not shopping from these places because they wilding.
Man, come on.
You still shopping from them?
Why not? What's that gonna change? Ain't gonna change nothing, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Yo, Vic, you gotta do better.
Yeah, whatever. Everybody got to do better. Okay?
You gotta do better. They all. Do you see the numbers that are down at Target and all these?
It ain't down enough, man. It ain't down enough. It ain't down enough.
Bro, do better.
I gotta see more, man.
If we doing better, the numbers will go down even more. It's happening right now. If people like you keep thinking it's not gonna happen and just say fuck it, keep buying, then it's not gonna happen.
What point y'all trying to prove right now?
I mean, I don't ever shop at Target anyway.
The fuck is you talking about?
The what?
I said
man. Shop black, man. All y'all gotta do is try to shop as black as y'all can.
I shop black every day.
Yeah, man.
I know,
shop as
we
black
see
as
the
you
dollar
can.
do-rags all the time. I understand that, but the
Here we go.
The point is,
at least he got hair to have a do-rag. Stop trying to come at my man like that.
I'm about to say, go there.
Yo, Kelly,
not even shopping
he's on
black.
demon time right now.
Stop wilding.
Black, Cal, and you over here.
Kelly Rob's on demon time.
We trying to. This nigga say he just bought something at Walmart, and
you not even black.
I ain't even buy shit from no damn Walmart, bro.
You a dark skinned nigga that speak funny. You know that? You know you got that language.
I just been around a while. And I know a lot of people that tried this before. That shit don't really work, bro.
You act like you don't quit all time.
All right, something else, guys.
Actually working right now.
Listen, I know y'all talking crazy. I know y'all talking right now. I know y'all joking around about shit and y'all making fun of shit, but let's be real about this shit real quick. This equal opportunity shit is serious. Listen, people like everybody in this screen right now, including myself, who's lighter skinned, will not have a job from these companies because they are following Trump's rule with this removing the equal opportunity employment for minorities like ourselves, all of us included, period, point blank, no matter what the fucking color of our skin is. And I will take a stand. I never shop from Amazon anyway. Fuck Amazon and all the white people that fucking shop from there. No offense, white people, but I'm just saying. Walmart, I'm not gonna lie, I get my groceries every once in a while from there, but I'll pull up the list right now. I never shop at Target. You know what I'm saying? These places, Nestle, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to do our part. I mean, and I hate to say this, but AG is right. If people like you who actually want to put their foot down and actually want to make a change so that we can fucking do what we have, so that we can make a statement as collectively as a community, it will bring change. It will do something and bring something.
But what's the end goal, man? What do y'all expect to happen from that? I don't shop at none of them places at all. I didn't know that was the full list. I don't shop at none of them.
I was about to say almost the same thing as Vic, because it's like I respect everybody trying to make a gesture and doing that, but we got to figure out a different game plan there, because all you did was just tell that business like, all right, cool, ahead of time. We're going to know we're going to have to probably take a hit from right here to right here. You telling the second richest man in the world that he going to have to take a hit for about a week. He good. All of these companies is billion-dollar companies. You telling them they're going to take a hit for a week from our community. They good. Our community ain't even as big as you think. We only 12% of the nation. That means out of 100%, we 12% of the nation. So whatever we do, it ain't going to be much, because ain't no black people in North Dakota and South Dakota. Ain't no black people in Idaho gonna give a fuck about none of this shit. They don't give a fuck. And those countries got lots of white people. So they don't give a shit. We got to figure out what's going on. This is the only year that we need to get some money. And y'all niggas need to figure out how the fuck to get away from America. Everybody's scared to leave America. Nigga, like, dude, the only thing that's keeping us here is comfortability. And you got to figure out where to go.
Real quick, what was the thing? What was the thing that was taken away? The equal opportunity. What was that?
Equal opportunity.
So basically, it basically is gonna only target people with good jobs. So if niggas work at Amazon and shit like that, y'all niggas ain't gotta worry about that. You know what I mean? If you work at one of these, if you work at the Dollar Tree, your job's still safe, my boy. You know what I mean? But if you have like a political power, something like that. Like now, when we had those little faces and shit like that, the little Barack Obamas and senators, that's a dub. We ain't gonna have that shit no more. All that shit is a dub, and it's already going into action. So it ain't like, oh yeah, it might. Nah, it's happening. That's why I said this is, truth be told, that's why I said, all jokes aside, this literally is the last year for, if you black or colored or anything, if you smart, get your money and figure out a different country to live in and just make sure that you make your money online. Ain't nothing wrong with making American money. That's the only thing America good for is the money. Make them. You can make it online now through social media and social ways, investments, shit like that. Get your money, get the fuck out of here. Get your family and get the fuck on. If y'all love y'all family, because if you ain't worried about yourself, we got kids and shit. If you love the kids, get your ass out. And make sure the kids is good, man, because the kids ain't gonna be good here no more. This is a different America. Y'all niggas don't watch the news, man.
Basically, Vic, almost all companies couldn't discriminate, and a lot of companies had to have like a percentage of like minorities for diversity and stuff, and that doesn't matter no more. They don't have to do any of that anymore. That's the thing. They don't have to do that anymore.
It ain't even just that. That man, if you look at it, it's a lot of shit, but that's just one of the little bricks inside of the crazy building that this man building. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you go look at the rest of that building that man's making, it's a crazy ass building, and y'all don't want to be a part of that shit. Trust me. That's what I'm saying. And just like I said, just know that our American dollar goes way more in different countries. You can go to another country, and every last one of y'all live like kings, queens, whatever the fuck is going on. We don't gotta worry about none of that.
We need to bring this up earlier in the pod, so you know what I'm saying. I want to be a little more informed because y'all teaching me stuff. You know what I'm saying. I'm in the trenches. I got other things to worry about every day. You feel me? I ain't watching no goddamn news. We are the news, nigga. You hear that shit in the background, nigga? I don't be, you know what I'm saying. I got other things to worry about. So y'all informing me right now. I appreciate these segments.
Well, I'm glad you got informed today. I'm glad you got
informed.
I will say this to piggyback off what Kelly Robb said, and this might be a little conspiracy theory or whatever the fuck people want to call it. Trump is the man. Trump is the face. And I hate to say this, and you probably are not going to agree with me, but the real person in power is an autistic motherfucker who owns a fucking car company, who has all the money, and he's the one that's actually calling the shots, and that man's name is Elon Musk. Call it what you want, conspiracy or not. This motherfucker, Trump and Elon Musk, are very bad for our country. And just like Kelly Robb said, I'm scared. I'm scared not for me, because I'm scared for my children. And if I had a choice and I could do what I wanted to do and I could really move around and I wasn't restricted in the sense, and I'm not going to say why, but I would do what I had to do in order to make my move as well.
Word, when you get off them papers, nigga, you make sure that you
get you see this? God damn. Nobody said all that. Nobody said
well. I'm just saying, like, if everybody don't know, but you can live in Thailand for about 3 months for only $2,000, man. It only costs you $300 a year to go ahead and keep a visa to live in a whole nother country, man. That shit don't cost nothing. And the houses out there is cheap as hell. You know what I mean? You can live somewhere else and live like a king somewhere else. Like, imagine waking up one day and you realize that you ain't got nothing to worry about. Everything that you're doing right now, all of them shits
I wouldn't even know how to live like that. You feel me?
Exactly. That's exactly what
I got to worry about what's gonna happen when I go to the corner store. You feel me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
talking about. Nigga, peace, like true peace. Like, you ain't got to worry about financial problems. Niggas bothering you, niggas bothering your kids. Your kids can walk outside every day. Your kids is educated. Everybody good, fed good. Everything's straight. You ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. But we just got this mindset like we got to stay here and struggle.
I wish my kids would go outside. I'm sitting on the porch. You feel me?
Let me say something about what he said though earlier. He said something about what is that going to change? What can it really change? We need to. And then Kelly Robb said we need to do something bigger than that. That's only the beginning. And these are both true statements. I agree with y'all both, because what will it change really in the long run? I mean, it will maybe entice other companies to not follow these rules and actually, hire people equally, not based on race or ethnicity.
They never did that with us. They never
can't do that because it's the law. The man passed a law. The law is saying that there's no more DEI. So that means the law is saying by law we got to lose our jobs. That's why I said this is a whole different America. It's not the shit that we used to, because it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's different, bro.
I know what you're saying. And like I said, I agree with what you're saying. But what I'm going to leave that, I say that to say this, is that we need to be better about how we go about making changes and about influencing the government and people of higher power that sit in higher chairs than us, that sit at the table with making change, because we're so distracted with our phones. We're so distracted with sports. We're so distracted with this person, that person. And just like Vic alluded to, we're so distracted with our own personal issues that we have to deal with on a daily that we don't really have time to think ahead and to think about what we could actually do to make a legitimate change.
It's an
And it's
easy answer to
unfortunate.
make a change. But go ahead, my fault. That's an easy answer. The
No.
easy answer is just to leave. We, like I said, if we all left, like we all can realize that they fucked up. Before, back in the days, our parents couldn't make money online. Now we can make money online. We don't gotta stay here no more. If everybody just found a different place that they wanted to go, different country, whatever the fuck you want to do, get your family up and leave, then it's really gonna hurt them. Cause you see what happens. You see the type of music that they make. You see the type of shit that they do when there's no black people around. You hear the music that they make, that ignorant shit. We're not gonna take it. Kill my mom. And they go shoot places up. They do shit like it'd be real uncivilized if we would get the fuck on out of here. So just let them go ahead. We need to get the fuck on out of here. Let the people kill themselves. Come back after it's finished. Let them purge.
After they finish, let them purge.
Yeah,
Wow.
we come back. We'll leave. Let y'all purge each other off, and then we'll come back. Because that's what's gonna happen if we leave. We are the reason. We the DNA. We the reason why everything moves and shakes. If we go, they go based on the pulse of what we do. So if we left, they don't have nothing to move on. So then eventually you just gonna turn to each other and do the damn. Imagine a bunch of white people. Imagine a bunch of people that can't dance, just there. Imagine people that's uncivilized, that can't think, just getting drunk, fighting and going crazy. There. They always talk about the jail rate and spoke about us in jail. That's because of the 12% of people that we have of the nation in jail, a high percentage of our 12% is in jail. But really, it's them. There's really more of them in jail. There's a whole mass incarceration because look at the type of shit that they be doing, like serial killing, rapes and murders and all the rest of this crazy shit that we don't, incest and shit that, you know what I mean, really ain't our culture. You know what I mean? So if we was to just get the fuck on, get our money, get the fuck on, we'll be straight. We just scared to do it because it sounds so far-fetched to just uproot and leave. It just sounds crazy because people be like, how much is that going to cost? What is that going to do? How I'm going to do that? It don't even cost that much. It's just it's a scare tactic that they done placed in your mind already.
Yeah, it's just like you alluded to earlier. Propaganda is strong in this country. Even all the news channels, they all agree about what they talk about before they talk about it, which is fucking insane. That said, how would this country run? And I'm going to end it with this because I want to say this: if we all left, minorities as a whole, who would do the jobs that the majority of the country, we're just going to leave it at that, don't want to do?
That's exactly my point. That's why I said like it would just go to shit because then y'all would be like, some people don't know how to do certain things. Some people don't understand who the hell are you talking to doing this. You're gonna have to talk to me a little different than that, buddy. You know what I mean? And then your good old boys really ain't gonna be your good old boys. And like I said, when you look back and look at their stuff, like if you look at like you think the state of Ohio North Dakota don't have people that go to jail for murders and stuff. Ain't no black people out there. Ain't no Latinos and shit out there. There's people in Oregon. There's people in all of these different states that there's a high percentage of people that go to jail all the time. We ain't from there. That's what's going to happen at a mass rate because we not here. We the ones that control different areas. They know not to come to certain areas because it's mad of us. So it's like you can't take over. Like there's too much of us here, so we have to act accordingly. Like they got to treat us with some sort of respect. We got to treat like it's just some sort of rules and regulations and ethics and morals when we're around. As soon as we leave, all of that sauce is gone, bro. There's no more ethics and morals. They don't know who to look to. They don't know who to turn to. They're gonna be on their TikToks and stuff, searching how the fuck to even look like and do like and whatever. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's how it's gonna always be. But as long as we here, they get to paint us in any picture that they want. They get to make us do whatever we want. They get to treat us however we want, pay us whatever they want. Because truthfully, this is not our country unless we took it over. And that's impossible when it's only 12 of us, 12%. So we need to leave, be good with your family, and just tell people to leave elsewhere. It's nothing wrong with the people that don't want to leave. You can't save everybody. Come back, say what's up. And when everybody check for you, they see how you living. You know what I mean? I'm living in the land of abundance, homie. Like, you could pull up. Y'all finna see. I'm leaving soon. Y'all gonna see. I'm out of here in like 2 months.
Yo, K-Rob, I said to AG, I said, if Kelly Rob don't show up, I'm going to say he's in Thailand. But yo,
Nah,
Vic,
I'ma
you said
still
you
show
want to
up.
say something.
I'ma still show up.
No, I know you will. Vic, you said you wanted. I thought you wanted to say something. You good?
Actually, I'm just going to end with this. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good to everybody pack up and leave, but I think only about half gonna make it because Trump gonna be like, nah, nigga, cut them flights. Everybody, we're gonna cut the flights right now. Okay, too many of them leaving. Y'all
Probably why the planes is crashing
can't escape
now.
this
They
motherfucker.
crashing now because they didn't want niggas to leave. That's
Yeah, they're like, nah, motherfucker. Nah, everybody ain't about to leave. Hell no.
everybody can leave.
They start seeing them flights like, hold on, what the fuck going on?
Kelly? You sure? Yeah. We crashing planes now, nigga. That's what we
As soon as
doing.
he starts seeing the numbers go down, he gonna be like, all right, that's it. The rest of y'all, the ones that couldn't afford to leave, y'all stuck. That's it.
There'll be no more flights overseas.
That's it. Flight prices have gone up drastically. Fuck out of here.
Want $1 million for one ticket.
Flight prices is gonna go crazy, or for you to get your passport, it's gonna be mad hard. That's what they're gonna do.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh no, you need an extra form of ID and a shot, nigga. You need this special tetanus shot that we're gonna send you with too.
So they can track your ass. But yeah, man.
Yo, AG, end the podcast, end the show off in Spanish. That's funny, right? Yeah, that was bad funny. I got you, nigga.
I missed it. I've been trying to get off this shit for 20 minutes, man. I had to pee. My fault.
Yo, we getting out of here, y'all. Y'all look at Thank everybody for tuning in.
Adios para
Nigga wanted us to check out like Telemundo. Yo, thank everybody for pulling up, commenting on the thing. Please like and subscribe to our page. Want to thank you, special thank you to Kelly Rob that came out, Crown Vic that came out. Tap into Crown Vic's YouTube, Victorious Life Network. Tap in with Kelly Rob, his Instagram, his Facebook, Kelly Rob. That's all it is, right? Kelly Rob.
Yeah, y'all can look at me on Instagram. It's Kelly Rob. Facebook is Kelly Robinson, and y'all can check out. I uploaded a video on my comedy and all that. It's Kelly Rob on YouTube and shit. I'm funny as hell. Wow.
Bet. So everybody tap into everybody's projects. And like I said, please like and subscribe. Every Monday, we've been very consistent with y'all. TJ, what you gonna say?
I don't got shit to say.
All right. So with that being said, this was episode 16.
Yeah,
and
G left
we
the
out of
episode
here, y'all.
4 minutes ago. He came back and shit don't even look the same no more. Nigga changed his clothes, came back, changed his clothes again. This nigga doing some other shit, man. And he got his spy glasses on today. We don't know what's going on with G. Those not regular shades, nigga. Those the D shades, nigga. I know those shades, nigga. Those the whoop whoop. I know those shit. I get scared of niggas that got those shades on, nigga.
All night.
Those are license registration.